Hey folks, it's Turtle Tracks again, and we're going to go find Jimmy and Catherine, and I have some helpers today, and here they are. Let's let them introduce themselves. What is your name?
What's your name?
Rachel? This is Rachel, and she has the apparatus for finding Catherine. She's going to be our first turtle tracker. And what is your name?
I'm Jim.
Jim?
I'm Alice, Rachel's grandma.
I'm Nancy.
I'm Mike.
All right, guys, why don't we go find that turtle? You ready?
Ready.
All right. Wow, Rachel, that is a very loud beep. Hear that? Try to find the loudest beep. Maybe we passed her. I don't know, keep going. What do you think? What way? Still straight ahead?
Kind of hard to tell.
Seems like
Are you a tree hugger? You know, they talk about people who try to cut things down and they call them tree huggers. You know, they do it because some of those people would chain themselves to
it
trees.
seems less going this way now.
Hold it up above your head.
They choose redwood trees and they would chain themselves to the trees so they wouldn't cut them down. So people who
Yep.
protect the environment are called tree
It does seem louder down below, doesn't it, to the left?
I give that tree a hug. Yes.
Try it again the other way, out of curiosity. Go a little farther to your left. Huh.
Very faint.
Yep. So your best guess is what?
Down this way.
Okay.
Sign it for all of us, yeah.
So Catherine has moved down off into the woods here. It looks like we're following an old animal trail. Or maybe not old, fairly well recently used.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we found Catherine. There she is. She's on the surface, on the move. She's making good time, in fact. She's traveled probably over 150 feet from where we found her yesterday morning about this time. Everybody's right there behind her checking her out. And just like I thought, she's headed back home, just like she has done every year for the last 4 years or so. What do y'all think about this? Was this a pretty cool experience so far?
Oh yeah.
Wonderful.
Very nice.
Now let's get that data. The data is what's the most important thing, so that we know all we can learn about the life of this little creature. And she is a really pretty turtle, isn't she?
Oh, look at her come.
Yep. We estimate that she could be 60 to 70 years old just based on her shell, the way it is worn.
Rachel,
Boy, she's moving.
that turtle's as old as Grandma and Grandpa.
And look at her. She's a very mobile creature.
It's a lot better shape.
Well, if you had to hike over this mountain like she does, we would all be in better shape if we moved around like a box turtle does. Oh my gosh. And you know, think about this animal. I mean, why is it important? Does anybody know? She's going to go hide. Is she? No, she's going under. Okay.
Well, it's kind of a barometer for the environment.
Totally. And if they're disappearing, then that means something is wrong. And another thing is, what does she like to eat? Insects, okay, so she'll help control the populations of insects that might be damaging to, say, your garden if she lived in your garden. Also, she look at her go. She's a seed disperser because she will eat a lot of fruits such as blackberries and blueberries, raspberries, and such. And if she eats a seed that has a fruit that has seeds in it, and then heads off over the hill like she's doing now, and then when she's ready to use the bathroom, those seeds just pass on out, and a new plant will grow. What is she doing? She might have found her some food. She's actually doing something that looks like hunting. She's sticking her head under the... No, wait a minute. She's going to go under the leaves and hide, I think. This is pretty cool to see here, guys.
You see that, Rachel?
You're seeing something really, really amazing. It's turtle burying into the leaves to hide.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Hide in your blanket or something?
That's exactly what she's doing. She's covering herself with a blanket of leaves, probably in response to us because we came walking down here, and so she's going to hide from us now.
That's okay, baby. You're on the woods. You can get a
Now that was really cool.
That was.
And now look how hard it is to see her. If you were walking by, would you be able to see her? Probably not. Awesome stuff.
It's going.
Here comes Rachel.
Running. Way louder.
Oh, listen to that.
Where?
Yeah, it's getting loud, isn't it?
Stop.
So yeah, swing it around, see what you get.
She lives in the suburbs outside Cleveland. So, but we live in the woods. So
Wow.
she's with us for the whole.
Wow. That's a good signal. What do you think you ought to do?
Follow it.
Okay, go for it.
Rachel, be careful where you walk. Look at all this good stuff. You have to look very carefully so you don't step on it.
That's a loud signal coming from right down below us, isn't it?
Right there.
Hmm.
When you get to be older, you can come back and play in these. There's people that come and guide you how to work these things. You have to be 10. For what? To go on the wires on the trees. High ropes.
Right here.
Straight ahead. All right, lead the way. You can take the path of least resistance, the trail.
Yeah, let's-
Thank you,
I
Steve.
both.
You're welcome. Very strong. He might be within 50 feet of us.
Keep your eyes open.
Getting
Oh, it's so
lighter.
beautiful.
See how it's faded out? Yep. Try a circle. There you go.
Stand back on. Oh, look against that tree.
Hmm. Wow.
You're on the right path, Rachel.
So we found Jimmy. There he is. And he's hunkered down in the leaves, waiting out the heat of the day.
Can you see him, Alice?
Everybody's checking him out.
Right in there. Take your glasses off.
Nothing to do with my glasses.
Now he's only, you see him? He's only about 20 years old.
Oh.
He is not an old turtle, but he's fully grown. Mm-hmm. He only had 18 growth rings when we found him. So you can pretty accurately tell their age up until about 20 years when they stop adding growth rings on their scoots on their back. And that was 2 years ago. These were in 20.
Where are the growth rings on?
All right, guys, I'm going to get Jimmy. And I'm going to hand him to you and let you hold him so I can get a quick picture. Then I'm going to collect the data from his weight. We need to weigh him. And this is going to be fast. So are you ready for this?
We're ready.
All right. There's Jimmy. Jimmy, here, I'm going to get you. He doesn't like it, I'm sure. And here he comes.
Oh, he's closed up.
Now that is Jimmy Irwin.
Quick.
Want to hold him?
Hold him.
All right, that way we get it all. All right, here we go. We're weighing Jimmy in the hat. Jimmy's not going to like the hat. He knows what this is all about. We're touching leaves. We can't touch any leaves. 680. I got to subtract the hat. All right, say goodbye to Jimmy.
Bye, Jimmy.
Bye, Jimmy.
Bye, Jimmy.
Take his head out.
Bye, Jimmy. Back to the
And I'm going to put him in their head first so he can feel hiding like he's hiding. 680 minus...
Okay, dear.
160. Oh, sorry, that's not right.
You got leaves on
Oh
it.
yeah, there's a
Thank
leaf
you.
down below there.
680 minus 180. 500 grams. Now, that's not counting how much his transmitter weighs, and I'll have to look that up. It's probably around 10 or 12 grams. I can never remember. It's in the other book. So he's probably about 490 or so. And then I have to look back to see if he's gained or lost. Actually, yeah. Last time I weighed him, he was 475.
Wow.
Gained a lot.
Didn't want to touch any problem.
So here we go. So what do you guys think about this crazy turtle hunting experience?
Oh, it was great.
It was wonderful.
Did you learn anything?
Oh yes.
I learned a lot. Did you learn anything, Rachel?
Did you?
Yes, she did.
Oh, of course you did. Because you're going to hear about it going home, aren't you?
That's
We
right.
are.
And what about you guys?
She remembered
Oh yeah. I mean, I didn't realize box turtles were endangered, and that I just thought it was really interesting. I didn't know anything about their hinges, and that's the best time to release them back into the wild. That's what you said, when their hinges are developed?
When their hinges develop. Of course, if you...
Lemon size.
Yeah, when they're about the size of a lemon, that is if you're going to keep one. I don't really advocate keeping them as a pet, maybe more than for a few days. Here it's a little different because we have this Head Start program going on. But if you keep them for a few days to learn about the turtle and then release it, of course, release it where you found it. That's the most important thing, is these animals need to be where they live. As you can see with Jimmy. And look, he's decided to stay there, at least for now. Maybe he'll come out when we leave. But speaking of leaving, I think it's time for us to go get some lunch. What do you think?
Yeah,
Sounds good.
Let's do it.
Thanks.
Thank you, Steve.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Steve. That was wonderful.
You're welcome.